Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member. There's lots of perks. Also, wraithax.eth, domain name. We love him. So we do have a couple things going on today. One of which, I guess we'll start with OMI. I had this guy on the podcast yesterday. Well, I had Fambam on. I wound up being like a 5-hour stream. It was nuts. And this guy who had like 25 million in OMI is just like 25 million OMI, not $25 million worth of OMI. And he just said, listen, I've been dollar cost averaging because I believe the team could do something, but they haven't done anything with OMI. What's to stop me from selling? Like, convince me. And I was like, okay. Like, well, in case you haven't seen, in case it's your first time here, or in case maybe you don't have a Twitter and you don't see those updates, they do have a OUP program that they are merging with MCP. So the OMI Utility Program and the Master Collectors Program are combining to make Loyalty. We should have the first signs of utility for OMI, I'm going to say hopefully this quarter. And then hopefully the second signs of utility will be next quarter. So the first part is being able to take OMI, stake that, and using it to get more MCP points for more drops for those waitlists. The other thing that we're going to get is be able to take that OMI to buy, whether it's tickets, whether they're called bronze tickets or waitlist tickets, whatever. It's just going to help you get more drops. Eventually, when we have OMI to NFT, that'll really, really help. I think the bronze tickets are really going to help with that supply. And he says he knows friends that would really get into OMI if there was utility. You guys realize that once there's utility, the price is going to go sky high. But as long as people know that, then that's fine. But OMI's up 2% on the day. You do have 700,000 in volume. It did go past that 0006 again, so it is 000605. So not too bad on the day. Actually did pretty well, especially compared to the rest of the market, which is down. Everything's down except for Solana. Solana's up 1.3%. Everything else is down 0.7 to 3.2%. Doge had a little bit of a rough day, but it's fine. It's super small. Anyway, we do have a lot to go over as far as the Veve news goes, so let's get to it. I really love the team going and advertising and doing all of their, and doing all of their interviews. So we have Dan being interviewed by one of the people at Marvel over there. You see the Veve thing on top, the Marvel Mighties in the background. They did do a paid advertisement the other day that had, I don't know how much that they had paid for that. It could be one of many things. I don't think Marvel would really charge them full price just because they are going to get a lot of revenue from that. But again, Marvel's not the only thing on Veve, so they might have to share. But I would say that they'd pay maybe half price, or even if it was something that says, oh, hey, you know what, Veve, you guys are really cool. We do have to charge you something, or else our other licensors will get super salty. So maybe they charge them like $1 or something super small. But again, I really would like to see like a budget, see how much we have for that. Here's David being interviewed by, I don't even know who it is. It might just be someone at the con. Oh no, that is news. It is KUSI News. So I guess that is a local radio station or a local TV station over in California. Comment down below if you're from there. But that was from the preview night. That was on David's. Instagram. More on David's Instagram in a second. So a lot of the things that have been selling in the secondary have been the Stan Lees. Obviously, those are majorly big. The Marvel Mighties, which we just had because we had Adam Warlock, so that makes sense. Then the Avengers stuff, I guess the poster counts. And then the Presidential Series, people are still buying those stamps. Top 4 secondary market collectibles are Adam Warlock, Marvel's 52, Marvel Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, PO 52. I guess that's the poster. The King of Cameos, which is I think that's the rare or ultra rare of the Stan Lee. And then the other one was the Amazing Stan Lee. So Stan Lee really, really pumping up those top 4. Secondary market comics have been Venom, the Lethal Protector, the one of 900 that you could get. The Incredible Hulk #1. People are really loving that. The commons are still under $50, which is lunacy to me, but, ask Sleeping Comics about that. We have Amazing Spider-Man #300, and then Uncanny X-Men #200. So that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, we obviously had the Avengers from 1963. That one is, again, one of 900. Every single day at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they have been doing a secret drop. They don't put it on the app until like 5 minutes before. So today, at 6:13, Timmy always goes to the bathroom at 6:13. Sorry, it's a Fairly Odd Parents reference. Set your alarm for 6:13, you go to the bathroom, and you just get ready. I don't care where you are in the world, you get ready to smash that buy now button. Why? Because on average, you are making about $200 if you smash that buy now button and you're quick enough and you get selected and you get to pay. Smashing that buy now button, spending $7 on a comic, selling for $200, absolutely bananas. A buddy of mine that I told the other day about it, he happened to get the number 41, sold it for $16.50. Dude's a mad lad. That was a very good day for him. And you could do the same. Not that you'll get the number 41, but it seems like an easy 200. Because again, these comics, even though they're not crazy popular, although I guess the Lethal Protector one is, there's just millions of them, in the world. But these are super scarce at 1,000, so I really, really like them. All right, I guess Veve logos. I was trying to go and sell a couple of things in order to get those Veve logos. I'll tell you a story real quick. I won't go super deep into it, but my bank account was fairly low because I'd spent like $8,000 on Luke Skywalkers in May because I got the number 43s. I got a couple more on top of that, and then on top of that, I happened to go and the Veve logos were released, and I was matching my 41. I never thought I would do. But the other 41s were out there, the green and the orange. And when the white went on sale, I was like, okay, let me go and try to get this one. But he had posted it at auction for $5,000. I was like, this is a lot. I can't do that. The guy reached out, asked me if I wanted it. I was like, I don't have $5,000. And he said, okay, well, if it doesn't sell, we can work out a deal. I was like, okay. I figured it wouldn't sell. It did not. And I asked him, like, hey, could we do it for like $2,000? I feel like that's it is the most popular logo outside of the gold and silver. And then a bidding war started. We had Nick Caffey, we had Mr. Rolex, we had Mr. MC1, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm doing it. Like there's no other. If somebody else gets it, I'm never going to be able to get it for that price again. They get it for $2,500. Okay, so $3,000. And long story short, it wound up being me and Mr. 41. The only way I could appeal to him was by buying the orange and white logo and the green and white logo. The $2,800 I had saved for this blue and white logo. I bought them off the market, no questions asked, and I messaged him. I was like, sir, I have obviously the gold and silver, which but what people don't know is that I have the green and white and the orange and white. I'm trying to unite the 41s. So that was a complete impulse decision, and he said, okay. Long story short, I had to spend like $4,000 for the blue and white, but I was like, listen, you need to give me like a month. I do not have this right now. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And then the red and one was a guy named Stuckman, a guy out in like somewhere in Europe. And I was saying, okay, could we work out a deal? He's like, yeah, $8,000. I was like, sir, if you get an offer for $6,000 for this red and white, you take it. You take that and run. Don't look back. And he says, well, I think it's really worth a lot. I'm like, okay. And then I figured, time, if you're looking to get something and the person that you are trying to get it from is being a little ridiculous, time is your greatest asset. Time is the greatest coupon. Because if you know that something's really big, or the price is too big, and nobody's going to offer that, okay, walk away. Walking away is the most powerful negotiating tactic you could ever do, because they see that money walking away. And I went back to him a month later. He's like, I could do it for, he went down from 8 to like 4. I was like, okay, he decreased by several thousand. Like, I still don't have that, and then eventually we wound up at $2,850. So that's how I got that. I spent a blue bloody fortune on all of these. That's how I got the 41s. Anyway, be advised that these 41s are, they could be not writ small, but Veve could release these, the sub 41s. They could release the number 40, 39, 38, because the other ones that have, Marvel and Disney and whatever, they won't release those because most of them are Marvel's and Disney's quality control. But for Veve ones, they don't have to give them to a third party. They could release those at any time. They could also release more logos. We have the uncommon and 2 secret rares and everything in between. We don't have the common logo yet. If there is going to be such a thing, I don't know. So yeah, this is probably not the smartest decision. It's epic. It's my greatest Veve achievement. I probably could have made it its own video, but that is the story there. Anywho, moving on. Biscuits was asking, how do you guys feel about the surprise Veve drops? And 60% of people said that they love the surprise drops. The other ones that people said, 10% said we should wait for MCP, 5% said it should be airdropped, but 25% of people said they were not happy about it. The people that I think were not happy about it, granted there's only 500 votes there, but the people that I think were not happy about it were just people that, that work a lot. They work a lot and they can't always be scrolling on the app. And people that, like me, that are just always scrolling on the app, like addicted, can't go 5 minutes without looking at it. We're the one, and that's what they're doing. They're rewarding the engagement, and which is I really like, because it doesn't matter how engaged you are with the app. There's just some things that you're never going to be able to get because the sets are too big and there's too much money and you're just not going to be able to get them. So rewarding people for doing that, I really like that idea. It's not just, oh, hey, I might have missed it on the drop, but I have so much money, I'm just going to go buy it on the secondary. Not everyone has that option. So to go do this for the people that are super dedicated, to do this for the people that thoroughly love the app but maybe don't have enough money to collect, I really like that they're doing this. And like I said, easy way to make a couple $100 if you want to flip. Some might not. Again, they want to go and save this for the bull market because things with less than 1,000 mints are probably going to do pretty well, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. VV Fox says, well, the VV wallet snapshot. Currently, there are 652,000 wallets holding at least one token, of which 86% hold less than 10 tokens. 12 wallets hold more than 10,000 tokens. In which bracket do you fall? So in this, we have, obviously, if you're less than 10 tokens, you probably don't have a ton of collectibles. You're probably not that big into it. I know there's one influencer that always talks about grails, but I think he has 10 collectibles. It's ridiculous. Anyway, there are 63,000 people that have between 11 and 50, which is fine. Just starting out, collect what you like. There are 12,000 people that have between 100 and 500. I think that's fair as well. The person I had on yesterday, Vivi Fambam, I think she falls within that. Also, so right there, you do have 75,000 people. Bringing it up to 86 are the people that have between 51 and 100. Oh, that was interesting. I don't know why the 101 to 500. Anyway, that's another 11,000 people. So that does bring it up to, what does I say, 86. And then going up to 88,000, we have the people that have between 501 and 1,000. And then 1,001 to 5,000 is 665 people. So there's not a lot of people in there. I happen to be in that one. That's the one I'm in. 5,000, 10,000 people. There are 17 people in, so not a lot. And again, 12 people that have 10,000 or above, which is heckin' nuts. Mr. MC1 says, I knew it. He says there's only 12,000 active buyers, but there are not. There are clearly a lot more than that. There are clearly, there might be 12,000 active accounts each week, but when you go and you take a look at all of these, like each month, you have a lot more than that. Like you have 30,000. You have well over that. Says, moving on. How do you guys, she says about a typo. Mark Hunt says, VV Futter's out in full swing this beautiful Friday morning. Calling out the VV fam to farm engagement, creating controversy when there is none. This isn't even a competition because you aren't even in the race. You're only bitter and mad because you left. Let people have fun and move on. Damn, Mark Hunt is slapping it down. Speaking of people that are slapping it down, a Clever Jerk had posted a photo of all of his Venoms. He had grabbed 14 of those Venom Lethal Protector ones. So clearly whales are buying this. And I'd imagine that he had spent at least $100 on each of these. Now he probably got one or two off the off the app, like off the store, and then the rest. These people were absolutely sleeping on these, selling them for like $50, $35, whatever. So he might have gotten a few of them, but after a while, these soared to like 300. So I don't know exactly how much he spent, but again, whales do be stacking them. Speaking of secret drops, there is a Fantastic Four drop that was only for people at the con. They specifically said only for new users also. It looks like, is that a Scotty Young one? No, I don't know. Oh, it was Hickman Eaglesum mounts. It's Fantastic Four number 570. It is a super scarce one. Again, there wasn't an official drop on it. There was only 1,000 of them that were made. How many of them were actually redeemed, I'm not 100% sure. But these and Uncanny X-Men, I think, are going to be some of the scarcest. Uncanny X-Men number 64, I think, are going to be some of the scarcest ones on the app. But that's just my opinion. There could be others that could be scarcer. Again, that's just me. We have Aoki Jamel saying, fascinating to see the worldwide YouTube search volume on Veve outperformed OpenSea since late 2022 and remain at that same level while OpenSea keeps dropping during this bear market. The community shows the potential of where a company will go. Agreed 100% right that. Also, follow Raylo is at San Diego Comic-Con or at Raya Sunshine with 2 eyes over there over on the Twitter, because she is the one that is going and posting all the updates on what the schedule is going to be each day. She's the reason I said we have another Veve announcement at 3 p.m., but that was yesterday, and that was Pacific Standard Time, and the announcement was that there was going to be another drop. So again, I would expect another one today. If it's going to be at the same time, I don't know. It's always been 6:15 for the last 2 days. People might be getting wise to it, so they might change it. Just keep an eye on the app or keep an eye on her for updates. Brock McBlockchain posts in the Feesh Discord, the Feesh Cord, saying, "Hey everyone, just an FYI, I just did the drawing for the merch giveaways, finally. Here's the winning wallets. I'll attempt to match them up to people and tag them. 10 people are getting a t-shirt of their choice. 3 lucky winners are getting a t-shirt and hoodie or comparable price items as it's now not cold." You get the hoodie. Something came up in my memories the other day. I had a Squishmallow. I ran into Jeremy Padower over at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and he's just bae. I love him. And if you're at San Diego Comic-Con, stop by the Jazzwares booth and go and say hi. Go and say him. And Kevin. Kevin's cool also. We have John D. Yang. So this is an old issue that I guess was never resolved. I completely thought it was. If you go to your personal details on the Veve app in your settings, and you might find that your birthday is a day off. If it's just one day off, it's fine. Because in the based on where you are in the world, you'll have a, what do you call it? If you're in, like, let's say New York, like I am, it'll say my birthday is a day prior instead of December 15th. It'll say December 14th. But that's because of where I am in the world and where they are based in Singapore. If it's 2 days off, then something is wrong. But if it's just 1 day off, it's fine. If it is more than a day off, go and put in a ticket to change that, and that's it. Oh, for those of you that missed it, also I did have to sell one of my Veve logos, the gold and silver ones, back to complete my number 43 Luke Skywalker set. So I did just get one of those back. So I do have 2 logos again. So yeah, like I said, we can gonna start stacking more OMI now. I'm done with collecting for a little while because I spent so much on it until Spider-Punk comes in. And what do I mean about Spider-Punk? Well, we have Andy B. Crypto saying, is Punk Spider incoming soon? And Veve Digital Collectibles does say soon, like it is coming soon. So I think that's something that we should be able to go and get. Again, you see that amazing Iron Man deep in the background, but then you have the Captain America and Spidey Marvel Mighties. Something be going on with the Marvel Mighties. I don't know what, but something. And then we do have winners of the sweepstakes giveaway that happened on Twitter. It is at GasbaxJ, at Anita, and at Breege Cryptos over on the Twitter. So contact Veve and they'll be able to go and you'll be able to go get that bread. Moving on here. There's that. There is a couple of things I have to go over as well. All right, we have Sammy, Veve Guy 619, saying, I joined Veve December 21 after hearing about it from the Modern Investor. This partner statue was $50K at the time and it was absolutely unattainable for me, for most people. After a lot of selling and patient waiting, I'm happy to finally own this amazing Disney Grail. Hashtag Disney, hashtag Veve, and he paid $3,200 for that. So sometimes high-hanging fruit becomes low-hanging fruit. Speaking of which, we have somebody that has 8 million followers, 8.8 million followers over on the Twitter. We have Mark Cuban saying, just saying, NFTs are still fun to collect. Now, is he doing that just because he has some of his own that he wants people to collect? Probably, but the fact that big people continue to come into space at record space, very excited with. On Monday, I will be having Seth Ferranti over on the podcast. He is a director. He has a wild story. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be really fun. Moving on. So we have Corey T, your old rhubarb, saying, back at the room with the dope Ryan getting video edited out. Can't wait to share the sights and sounds of everyone of day 2. And you can go see it on Veve channel, what day 2 consisted of. And then we can go on from there. And thank you guys for all the love on the Twitter posts where I show off the VV41 logos. Those are great. I love you all. Class dismissed. No, it's a Boy Meets World reference. Anyway, Spidey Ham made $68,400 today. It sold out. It is above retail. So close to 69,000. Oh, so close to 69. Can they just make like two extra mints, couple extra mints to get it to that 69,000? So close. I'm sorry. Moving on. Anyway, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye.